and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And here we can check out the story for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Here's the starting group for Houston. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. And it's the great in at the 1 spot. And for Miami, they've got Mitchell. Powell is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Horford in at the center, locking down the middle. Tipped away. And here's the fast break. Now Hero takes a 3. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist from Hero.
They need that floor spacing ability from Horford. It's big for them when he's knocking down triples.
Durant, good. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If 1 or 2 guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Here's the great after the made shot from Norman Powell. Here's the great, and it's good for 2.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Powell. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Here's the great, and another 3 for Houston.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside, Adebayo. Hero passes to Powell. Mitchell in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Şengün with the rebound.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And the trade of Jimmy Butler. Tim, the Heat's star power took a hit.
Well, one thing is for certain in this league, you need stars to win big. Draft picks, flexibility, those things are great. Even nice young players, but it's only going to take you so far. Well, Adebayo is always a threat to dunk it. He's light on his feet and extremely explosive.
Pass to Durant. Here's the great. Thompson outside. And another 3 for Houston.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Well, he just looks so confident right there, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for the Heat. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Tari Eason's checked in for Amen Thompson. Now here's Wiggins. Last game he had 12. It's stolen by Smith. Eason with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Pass to the great. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Horford. Miami no good on that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Smith on the wing. Here's the great. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 14 points for the great.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." Back to you.
High praise indeed. Allie, we thank you very much. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Make some noise, fans, for your Heat Breaker dance crew.
A different look for Miami. Khalil Ware comes in for Al Horford. And Smith subbed in for Tyler Hero. There's 1:26 left to play in the first. Smith, no luck. Houston leading by 15. Here's the great. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Drains the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Wiggins. Nothing on the board. Will it go? Smith gets it to go on the assist by Wiggins.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Here's Smith. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Hits the three-point bomb.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
The Heat trail by 18. Here's Smith. That's tipped. Here's the great. Wow, what a play!
Unbelievable!
And he dunks it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Ware. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Houston. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins. And looking for number 8 tonight.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Houston on top, running away. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's the great, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Thompson outside. No good with the triple.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
And a wide open look for Hero. The three-pointer no good.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Here's the great. Good on the three-point shot. The great's got 30 points.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Hero from long range. Thompson with the rebound. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Magic. Powell with the steal. 4-on-3 break. Outside, Hero. Hero can't get that one to fall. Houston's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's the great. He's covered by Hero. Eason gets a wide open look. And another 3 for Houston.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Powell kicks to Hero. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, if you're struggling like this, unless you have a wide open look, make that next pass.
Here's the great. 30 points in the game. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mitchell outside. Pass to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And nothing is falling for him right now. Here's the great. It could go. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll return shortly.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Houston Rockets.
When you shoot it efficiently, the probability of winning goes way up. It also saves you wasted energy.
Yeah, sometimes teams try.
And next up on the... And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from the great.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Mitchell is out there with Tyler Hero. Then there's Horford. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Powell in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Tim, these days, things are changing for modern NBA big men.
Well, there is no doubt when I played, every team had 4 or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have versatility in your game. Teams are looking for bigs that can shoot it, handle it, and facilitate.
Valuable pieces for sure. Now, here's Mitchell. He's guarded closely. Horford sets a screen for Powell. And the 3 off target. Houston in total control. Here's the great. Off target from three-point range. Outside, Horford. Rebound by Smith. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field.
Unreal.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's the great. He has 40. And he converts the layup. The great's got 42 in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Outside, Horford. Misses the 3.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number 1 in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Kevin, back to you.
Good priority. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
4 threes in the first half, and now another here in the second. He is feeling it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Powell, and he gets the bucket. Powell's got 8 points.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And the basket by the great.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Hero with the screen on KD. Horford the pass to Mitchell. Outside, Hero. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And the Heat making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jabari Smith. Tari Eason's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Shepard subbed in for Amen Thompson. The three, and another three for Houston. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me and has been a major difference maker is they're playing with great pace, getting out.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, the great